What is happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of Quarantine Convos, starting off the new week with an update. Just an update on myself, how everything's going regarding training, business, getting through this quarantine, all that kind of stuff. So let's start with, me in general. Overall, I would say things are going okay. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having my struggles with just, not feeling good, for lack of a better term. I definitely miss being, at work, doing things, being productive through the day. I'm doing my best to stay productive at home and, doing stuff for my brain, doing stuff for my business, doing stuff for my health, that kind of stuff. But just being kind of inside all the time and not having, human interaction on a regular basis is tricky. If you guys don't know, I work full-time. I manage a supplement store, so there's people coming in all day, you're having conversations, you're talking about various things, and I just miss that a little bit. It's part of the reason why I still do a little bit of in-person personal training, obviously not right now, but I did before the manager stuff. I was a personal trainer, so again, you're working with people all day, and as much as I like my alone time, this is again reminding me how much I do like interacting with people and seeing people on a regular basis. So pros and cons of this whole situation, right? Is what it is. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna do our best to still be productive, like I said, and get through this as best we can. So yeah, overall things are okay. I miss my family. That's another thing. I miss seeing my family because I was seeing them at least like every weekend at some point over the weekends. But now, like, we've been trying to do like video chats here and there, but it's still not the same. So I miss seeing them, which is tricky. But enough about that stuff. From a bodybuilding perspective, as I've mentioned previously, the goal this kind of year now is to just maintain a reasonable sweet spot before we re-enter prep in the fall. Tentatively, that is going to start beginning to mid-October, I would think, with the first show being mid-April. So I would still plan to probably do a 25 to 30 week prep, which would again start kind of beginning of October. So this past off season, I got up to 192 pounds, which is the highest I've ever been. I was really kind of gunning for that 200 just to, stroke my ego a little bit, just to see 200 on the scale. But we got up to 192, and in gaining that weight, making that progress, I think I did, do a good chunk of good progress in that time. However, I only have I think it's 6 months. So it's mid-April, I think it's April 20th recording this video. So let's just call May. So we have May, June, July, August, September, and then beginning of October. So 5 months is not a long time. So for me to get back up to 192 just doesn't make sense. That's not a good idea. That would be me gaining a bunch of weight, which right now would be 20 pounds. I was 170 this morning, so just over 20 pounds to get back up to 192. And 20 pounds in 5 months is just stupid, especially as a natural athlete. That's going to be majority of that will be fat. So the plan will be to kind of maintain, I'm thinking 170 to 180 is probably the sweet spot that I'll maintain for the next 5 months, with the goal of trying to build my calories up. That way when I restart prep, my calories will be at a high spot and I'll be at a good, reasonable position, really having half of prep already done. Look at it this way. If I was 192, right, and had to diet all the way down to 150, which was where I usually am around on stage, that's 40 pounds basically. So now if I maintain say mid 170s, let's call it 175. Say I maintain 175, that's basically 15 pounds that's already been dieted off and then kind of maintained at that 175 for the next 5 months. And then when I restart prep again, I don't have to go back and lose that 15 again because it's already gone. So now I have a lot of time to lose less weight, which means I can pull an even better condition and bring an even better physique to the stage. So that's the mindset moving forward. I didn't get so far into prep that I was going to start losing muscle and stuff. Once I get to the very much later stages in prep, the 150s, for example, body weight, that's when, you know, there's a chance you start to see like muscle loss and that kind of stuff. But since I was still like mid 160s when I called off prep, that's not anywhere near to the point of like losing muscle mass. So now the goal is so I was like 164, 165 when we called off prep. So I'm up about 5 pounds, which is very reasonable, a good steady rate of gain. And now I'm at a point where 170 to 180, we're gonna kind of play it safe around here. Calories are around 3,200, so we're gonna try to creep those up, ideally around like 4,000, maybe even higher by the time prep starts, and while still maintaining like kind of this mid 170s body weight. That way when I start prep, we have plenty of playroom with calories. I'm in already a better position to get leaner and go from there. So that's the game plan. Workout wise, things are going well for the most part. I would say, you know, for every 10 workouts I do, 8 or 9 of them are good. And then there's one that's like, eh. And it's not like they're bad, it's just, you know, you have like, back seems to be the muscle group I'm having a lot of trouble with to really get. With back, I have pull-ups at my disposal I can do, and then everything else is like bands, or like I have a bar and I can do rows, but I can't get it overly heavy. But I'm gonna start probably going outside and doing, like you guys have seen in videos on Instagram and stuff, like my squat rack that I've set up. I'm probably gonna start doing some heavy rows, just because I'm finding like I can't do really good pull downs because the bands they're not providing me the resistance and the stimulus that I want. And then even like to mimic like a cable row or something like that, it's just not, I can't rig it up exactly how I'd want it to work. So back seems to be the muscle group that I'm having the most struggle with, and those are the workouts that I'm like, they're okay. Legs have been good, really no issues with legs, especially with now having the squat rack outside. I can do my squats, I can do my deadlifts, and then in the house here we've got like the leg extension set up on the bench with a hamstring curl. Lunges are obviously in there. The foam roller thing where I roll up and down the wall, the foam roller's on my back, roll up and down the wall, that thing's killer. Legs are good. Chest is fine. Chest seems to be okay. I wouldn't mind a little bit of more variety with that, but it is what it is. The only thing is this shoulder, like this rotator cuff is right there. Right there. It's okay. It's not overly happy, but it is what it is. Like anything, this stuff is fine, but it's pressing, which I think is the same shoulder. If I go back through Instagram, I can see, I don't know if you guys have been following me, I was chasing 4 plates on a plate loaded shoulder press, and I got to like 3.5, and then this shoulder, or this one, it's probably this one, started to really not be happy. So I fought through it for as long as I could, and then I just was like, okay, no more. So I think I'm gonna have to weigh out my options with this shoulder and just see. Lateral raises are fine, it's pressing. So I just gotta, it depends. Some days it's not bad, some days are worse than others. I find when I do like chest press, so when I do bench incline, it's not bad, but anything overhead, we're supposed to do overhead press today. Yeah, like right, it seems like when I come across too, like if I do a fly, and when I have resistance and I come and try to squeeze in, it bites a little bit, so I don't know. I wish massage therapists and stuff were open so I could go get it looked at. Anyways, yeah, so that's good. Other than that, things are okay, training-wise. Still doing cardio in the mornings, typically Monday to Friday. I was doing every day for the first little bit. When we cut prep off, I was doing still Monday to Sunday. Now we've kind of cut it back from Monday to Friday, and then even on the later, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, instead of doing 40 minutes, I've been only doing 30. I'm still doing the cardio just because it's habit for me now, and it is like something that I feel productive first thing in the morning to do, and then it's still providing me like that cardiovascular benefit as well. And with burning those calories, it does give you a little bit more playroom with nutrition, so I can eat a little bit more. So I really don't think I'll completely scrap cardio. If anything, I'll get it down to like 20 minutes in the mornings maybe, or 20 minutes 4 or 5 times a week. I don't know if I really don't want to do any, because I honestly like it. It's not for the fact of like trying to keep me leaner or anything like that. It's just like I like getting up. I can, you know, throw a podcast on or watch something. So if anything, it'll turn into like a pretty substantial walk with the dog in the mornings, because I have it structured, and then I get up, walk the dog, come back, do cardio, which is like at 8, and then I do my cardio, do some abs, do some stretching, and then by 9 I eat my first meal. And I kind of like that structure. I don't want to like get up at 7 and then just kind of sit there and wait till 9, and I don't want to eat that early in the morning right now. So it's a fine line of like keeping me balanced like mentally and with my schedule, but also like keeping in line with my goals through bodybuilding, right? So we're just gonna kind of keep playing with that. I think this week I did 40 this morning, I might do 40 tomorrow, and then maybe only, when do I do legs? Legs is tomorrow, so maybe I won't do cardio tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see how it is. A lot of what I'm deciding on is very much based on how I'm looking, what the scale says, and then kind of gauging from there. So yeah. Business-wise, like with clients, for the most part, things are good. I've had a couple new people register the last kind of week and a half, which is exciting. Always nice to get new people on board, new people that are ready to, you know, commit to their goals and achieve some stuff. The biggest struggle right now is people just not being motivated and not wanting to do a whole lot. And I can understand it in a sense, but there's a whole other side of me that doesn't understand it. As much as like like I said at the beginning of the video, like I'm having my struggles and that kind of stuff, like I still will train every day. I'm still gonna, you know, follow my nutrition as best I can, because like my goals are outside of this quarantine, right? Like when this is over, I don't want to be far behind, and I don't want to be in a position where I have to like try to relearn all these new habits and like get back into working out and get back into eating properly. Like, and then that's what I think a lot of people are starting to get into, is putting themselves in a shitty position when things start up again, because they're not training and they're really just half-assing their food and that kind of stuff. So it's, as a coach, I'm just really doing my best to try to keep people focused, keep helping them as best I can. Everybody's struggling in different ways right now, so I can only do so much, and I understand that, and they understand that too. But it's still, you know, it's hard to see people struggle, right? As much as you know, these are clients, a lot of them are close friends. They feel like an extended family now. So I hate to see people in a hard way. So yeah, but we're getting through it. Shows for competitors, they're lined up right now. There's a couple in September. So April 18th, which was actually Saturday, 2 days ago, was supposed to be the first show of the season here in Canada for the CPA, and I had 8 athletes competing, and at 4 weeks out we found out that was canceled. So that's been rescheduled now to September 5th, which puts us 20 weeks out. So I've got a couple that are committed to that, which is exciting. The week after that is show in Ottawa, which was supposed to be in June, which got postponed to September 12th, I think is the day. So I got a group in that. So it's just getting people back in the groove of things and focused towards, you know, what they were focused on even just 6-7 weeks ago until this all happened. So we're doing our best. We're getting through it as best we can. So that's an update for you guys. I know this wasn't like a typical quarantine convos episode where like I answered a question or like took a subject, but I think every few videos, every few weeks, we'll do just an update on how everything's going, what I'm all about, what I'm getting up to. So if you guys have been enjoying these videos, please give them a like. Give them a like, because it does them well. And then obviously, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We broke 1,000, finally. How exciting. We're famous. We'll see you guys in the next one.